Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm starting off a little bit later in the day, mainly because I was so busy earlier on and I don't even want to tell you guys what was going on because I don't care for the story. I don't think you guys will care for that story either. So today I'm basically gonna do a get ready with me, like, and a quick story time because I need to go. And I mean, needing to go also is just me realizing that I need to film a little bit of content, a little bit of content for YouTube before I leave. Even though I might not be, I won't be able to upload it today. I'm very sorry, but a girl needs to go rock, you know? It is what it is. But at least I'm still doing like what is expected of me after all. So yeah, this is in no way a tutorial. This is not a makeup tutorial. This is just me hanging out with you guys. If you see what you like, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ooh, that rhymed. If you see what you like, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, I'm being stupid. So I'm starting off with my brows, obviously, in my stone bee. This is literally how short it is, and this has bite marks because I can't open it properly anymore, literally with my teeth. But anyway, I see Kolapo. I'm trying to decide which story I want to tell you guys, but like, I think the one that I keep thinking of the most is when I was still in high school and I was going through like there was a little part in my life where I was like whiling a bit, like, hey guys, I was insane. Low-key, I was not even low-key, high-key, definitely high-key. I was a Puma Siwe. It was always on site, and I'm not even gonna fight that. So what happened was, I'm gonna try and make this as quick as possible. But also, this is not a makeup tutorial, so even if I don't finish here, then you guys will obviously get to see the final look and all of that, because it's not a tutorial, so you don't need to see anything, like I said. Well, everything, right? So now we're in grade 9. The girlies are grown, basically, you know. The girlies are up, they are up in life. We're not grown, but we're grown. You get me? So now, obviously, like, there's gonna be tension and stuff like that. Okay, let me start off properly. So from grade R until grade 9, I was in an all-girl Catholic school, right? Cool. So in that Catholic school, you basically did your own thing, you know, like, they weren't really up your bum like that, so it wasn't really that deep. Now we're in grade 9, we're all trying to like find ourselves and all of that. So yes, it gets to a point now where I know my brows are looking crazy, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. We've got them. So now get to grade 9, it's cool. I don't even remember when this situation happened. Like, for some odd reason, I don't even remember this part of my life that well, which is a little bit odd if you ask me. Just so you guys know, I generally don't use foundation, mainly because I don't know why. I just like my skin a lot better without foundation, with just concealer. Anyway, so for the purposes of the story, let's say this girl's name is Ntando. Why am I picking a souvenir? Yeah, but that's fine. Ntando. So Ntando and I had always, like, we've been cool. We didn't have beef with each other or anything like that. So Ntando and I, is not that we were close, but we were cool, you know. Like, I'm basically cool people. It's like, we can get along, we can chill, we can vibe together. Like, I've got zero problems in life, you know. Basically, always chilling, if I'm being honest. So I was basically the same towards And then they were like, we're cool, we can talk, we can hang out and stuff like that. So now I start realizing how to like, no man. Oh no man. Ntando is a bit weird. I went, okay, come through, bro. So I'm like, Ntando's a bit weird lately, like what's going on? How like she starts being catty and all of that towards me. So I'm just like, you know what? Like I get lebanyana because I know myself once I'm ready to fight, like it's on sight and I don't want ooh, we rhymed again. Once I'm ready to fight, it's on sight. If you wanna rock, let's roll. Yes. So now I realized that about myself a very long time ago. Not that I'm temperamental, but it's like I don't like drama. Let's start there. So if you put me in a situation where there's drama, I won't want to solve the drama or fix the issue by talking. I want to rock. You get me? So now, this girl, it's like she was looking for a fight, fella, because she would go out of her way to just do like really, really, really weird things on social media. To the point where there was this one time, I don't even think I had Twitter. You know, I don't think I had Twitter, but she went on Twitter and wrote down like my name, or it was Facebook. She wrote like Much. So now, my friends are sending me messages like and now why is this girl's? Why did this hun basically tweet or post a status about you, whatever? So now in my head I'm like, I want to give you details, so like I get that because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't understand the situation either, so I'm not gonna be fazed by that, you know. Anyway, she does that. I keep on moving. How in class she's weird towards me, like she pushes me, she bumps into me. So I'm like, you know what, I know myself, like I'm very sensitive, so I always make sure that like if I have some kind of issue with someone, like I want to clear it up before it ends up being a thing. So for her, clearly, like she didn't care about clearing it up before it ended up being a thing. Like she just wanted to be passive aggressive. So I'm like, you know what, nah, I'm not gonna do this with you, dude. Like I'm not gonna be passive aggressive with you, because now that basically means I'm stooping low to your level. I'm basically doing what you're doing to me, and I'm not like that. So hey, this one morning I get to school. How like there's like who busy? What? Who busy? And I don't understand why it's so busy now. Hey, Ketane, refitla ko skolo. Ha Ketane, Moto is running up and down. Yeah, I'm looking for ammo. I'm looking for ammo. And I was like, oh, you're calling? Let me answer then. Otherwise, good. Eh? She's like, no. Even I didn't go to school. I remember this because we always had to go to spa first before we got to school, because the rule at our school is that when you get to campus, okay, when you get onto the school, what's the school grounds, you can't walk out again. So basically once you're in, you can't leave again. Cool. Right, yeah, spa. So cause spa, what we like doing was we like getting chips and buns like first thing in the morning. Ask us why. Buns being rolls. So we like doing that. And then so that day, it was the same situation. Like I was chilling, like no problem, nothing. I'm walking to spa. I hear like I'm like, hey, bitch, you're calling. I'm finna answer. I answer. Baby girl wants to fight. So I'm like, oh, you want me where I'm? Oh, come for me? Call me again. You know? She starts getting aggressive. I'm like, oh, okay. I see you've got attitude. Give me more. She gives me more. I'm like, you're feeling yourself today. All right, okay. Give me all of it, you know? Baby girl gives me all of it. She wants to fight now, like fully fight. This girl wanted to fight to the point where she even broke a glass from, what was it? A bottle. It was a bottle, not even a glass. Browse, come on. It was a bottle of something, but I know it was like a bottle of alcohol. And I think this was like first thing in the morning, which is telling me her, like maybe the high, like her mates pampered her during the week, like yeah, fetch her. So I'm like, oh, you wanna fetch me? Let's go, baby. Cause now, remember one thing, when you're fetching me alone. Your mates aren't there. Okay? Let's start there. This girl thinks it's okay to come at me like that, you know? And my thing is, if you have beef with me, come to me so I can sit down with you and talk to you about it. Because as much as I look like I'm a very tough person, I'm actually not. I'm extremely soft. So had she came to me and spoken to me and told me what her beef is with me, it would have been just that and been like, okay, yeah, I may have hurt you. Okay, I hurt your feelings actually, because surely someone wouldn't go above and beyond to say you hurt them when they don't feel like you actually did. So I'm like to her, oh, no, God, she didn't come to me. So I'm just like, okay, you're looking for drama. Let's rock, because you want to roll. You know, I look so crazy. But anyway, we go with that. Like, how win. She cracks a bottle on the floor for me. She cracks that bottle on the floor for me. I'm like, no one has ever done that. No one has ever done that. No one has ever had the guts to do something like that to me, you know? And I'm like, okay. Now she's fine. Yeah. I'm like, you are swearing at me, my dear. She's like, yeah. And I'm not a talker. So now when you're going off, I'm just chilling there like, now do you understand how crazy you look? Now it looks like I'm going above and beyond to make it look like she's doing a lot. Because now you're whiling. I'm not whiling, I'm chilling. So what are you doing? Because now it got to a point where everyone is just like, dude, relax. She's not meeting you where you are. So like, surely maybe this whole thing is happening in your head, don't you think? But I'm just like, nah, guys, give her the platform to feel the way she feels, because clearly it's probably not just in her head. Like, she actually believes what's going on. Okay. She actually believes what's going on. So I let that happen. Mugia has nothing. Break bottle on the floor for your girl. Girl, oh, that's fine. Now she's whining. Yeah, get on top. Oh, I'm very sorry. Why are we fighting? You know? So now I'm looking at her like, and she's whining, you know? So I'm like, I don't want to wow with you and I don't understand why we're whining. So I'm chilling there like, okay, I don't while. I'm like, I bet. Now she comes at me. She comes and puts the bottle on me. Like, and I was wearing a school jersey that day, I remember. She comes and she puts it here. Kombina! So she comes and she like basically puts it here, like by my jersey. So I'm like, I bet. No problem, we're good or whatever. And then she basically wants to cut me. So she's busy screaming, I will stab you, I'll stab you. So now you need to understand that at this point I'm getting pissed because I'm not one person who likes unwarranted attention. I didn't ask for attention, so don't give me attention, and don't basically put me in a situation where people are looking at me, and that's not my intention, you know. And especially if it's not like positive unwarranted attention, you're basically beefing with me, or you're just being weird in the streets. I just fucked up my brow. Or you're basically just being weird in the streets. Like, I don't like people who move like that. So that was the situation. And then yeah, okay, it's still fine. And then yeah, that's what happened. And then she was just like, she wanted to stab me and all of that. And now, like I'm saying to you guys, I'm an extremely calm person. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, like, things will be happening around me and I'll just be watching, like, just blinking the whole time, like pretty much confused by what's going on. So now she basically got mad at the fact that, like, I wasn't meeting her where she is, you know, like, you're fighting, I'm fighting you, but you're not fighting me. Like, what's going on? Let's rock, you know, like, say something to me. But I'm not that person. So now it got to a point where everyone around us starts taking my side. Like, dude, this hand is chilling, you're the one coming for her, and then she's still quiet, but you expect us to be on your side. Like, what do you mean? And you know, guys, hey, I don't know, like, there's something about me, once I get pissed, like, it's like things become unhinged. I think I stopped thinking. Not I think, it's actually true, I stopped thinking. So at that point, I'm just like, I bet, like, you want to beat me up? Let's go, because ngawela dronkong right now. We can definitely go that route if that's what you want. So now that was the situation. And then yeah, like, I basically got over it quite quickly. And yeah, but at least I'm not the one who got into who got into trouble with our principal when he got back to school. It was not me. It was not me. It was her. Because everyone was on my side. So now when we get to campus, to back to school, because obviously teachers heard about the commotion and all of that. She's like, what's going on? What's going on? You know, the principal calls us in. And she's just like, I'm so disappointed. You guys are from an all-girls school. I expected so much better from you guys. And then she learns that, okay, I'm not gonna lie, like in high school, actually, not in high school, I think throughout, like, my whole adolescence, I basically low-key had an attitude problem. Like, I was extremely rude, like, I was crass. And not because I wanted to be, like, for the most part, it was basically like a defense mechanism where I didn't really want to be rude, but why not be rude? Sometimes it's so fun, you know? So I was rude. So now my principal already at that stage didn't like me, so she thought I was the problem. So when she found out that I wasn't the problem, she was like, oh? And I'm like, yeah. I don't start fights, I just end them. But anyway, let me be serious now. Wait. And we're ready. So, like I'm saying to you guys, that was basically the situation. And yeah, like, eventually the principal found out it wasn't me, like I said, and there was like a thing of, she just basically let it go because you can't fight someone who's not at fault. So when she found out that it wasn't me, she was like, yeah, this is how girls who've been in all girls schools behave. Girls from all girls schools know how to behave. You clearly should go to those other schools. So now those other schools being Langenoven, it was, so if you're in Gezina area, it was Langenoven and Hillview. So she was like, you should go to those other schools and stuff. And I was like, okay. She's like, no, that's where they behave like that. Not at all those schools where it's also a convent school. You should surely know how to conduct yourself accordingly and as a young lady and all of that. Now she's wilding and I'm just chilling there like, This whole time everyone thought I was the problem. But no, man. I'm just chilling, you know? And yeah, that was basically it. I have another one, actually. I have another story. The other story is, guys, like, in high school. I don't know who I thought I was. So, you know, like when you're a naughty kid, ne? Okay, I wasn't naughty, I was just weird. But you know, when you're that kid that everyone knows and everyone just assumes that you get up to no good like 24/7. So I was that kid. Wait, let me charge my phone. Okay. Anyway, you know, like I was saying, like when you're that naughty child. Okay, I wasn't naughty, I was just quite well known, and it was warranted mainly because I had been in that school for so many years. Obviously, like teachers and stuff are gonna know me, you know, because I'd been there for so long. So it was that kind of situation where they were just like, we know Amu, she's been here for a long time and stuff like that. So now, I wasn't naughty, I was just well known. But like I said, I had an attitude problem. I'd basically low-key put teachers through hell just for fun. And I'd been doing this since I was in grade R. So I remember in grade R, there was this other teacher. I don't even want to say her name, because if you guys know, you know. Like if you know me from primary, then you know who I'm talking about. So that teacher, guys, like I just didn't like her. Oh, I remember why I didn't like her. I didn't like her because there was this other boy that I actually liked in primary school, right? His name was, I still won't say it. Let's just call him B, because his name starts with a B. So his name was B, and I was in grade 2, B was in grade 3, and B was in this particular lady's class. So there was a time when I don't know what happened. Like B pissed me off in the morning or something like that. Guys, mind you, I'm in grade 2. What do I know about being mad at boys in grade 2? B pissed me off so much, and he was standing by the water fountain. He pissed me off in the morning, and he was standing by the water fountain. So I was like, oh, you're standing here? That's good. That's good for me. That's very helpful, because you're going to get wet. And what did I do? I was pissed. I was like, I poured water in my bottle, and I went to him and did that. So now this teacher finds out what I did, and then she's just pissed, basically, because this kid in her class is wet, and it's first thing in the morning. It's only 8 a.m. and she's just mad. And I'm just chilling. Like, yeah, I did that. And so now, anyway, she started hating me from then. So that wasn't a problem. I wasn't fazed. The next year, I ended up being in her class. She probably asked for me. I ended up being in her class. And because I didn't like her already, I decided, I'm like, oh, let me put this one through hell. Right. I went and put it through hell. Like, you know, in grade 3, they basically teach you how to write within the lines if you don't know already, and how to basically write in like smaller letters and stuff like that. By then, I was rude to the point where I knew that lady couldn't see me. I would write, let me show you guys. My hands are dirty though. I would probably write in this with this size. Why is it not focusing? I'd probably write, anyway, I'd probably just like write with this size on paper, which means you can't see what I wrote, right? So now I'm unfazed because I'm just like, you'll figure it out. Got to a point where she reported me and all of that, and yeah, she even made me sit in the principal's office for a week. Imagine, guys. Now the principal and I were well acquainted by the end of that week. But what was nice about the principal is that she didn't really care, because she was a nun. She didn't even care that much. She would even let me go out for break earlier than the whole school. Do you know how fun that is? She would let me go out earlier for school before everyone else. And yeah, I was just so problematic. But anyway, let's jump to like high school. There were these other two teachers actually. No, there was one, and she really, honestly, that lady honestly didn't like me. I think she just didn't know how to tell me, but I knew she didn't like me, so I just, I made it easier for her by making her aware that I know. So this one time we were in class, and I had my hand up for like, she asked the question and I had my hand up to answer. I think I had it up for like 5 minutes. And then eventually Tando, the one from the story earlier on, she answered the question, and Tando only raised her hand maybe like, I don't know, probably like 3 minutes after I had mine up. This teacher decides that she's going to let Tando speak. When I see that, I'm like, so you're basically diving me because you don't like me. She said, what? And I was like, yeah, I know you don't like me. So now, did you have to make it obvious for the whole class now? And she was just like, excuse me, what? She basically wanted to fight me. This brow is a bit too long for my liking. And she was like, excuse me. And I was like, yeah, like, I know you don't like me. There's no need for you to pretend like you do. So just like make it known. It's not that deep, dude. So she basically got mad at me for that. And then she went and reported me. But me being me, I was unfazed. And then she apologized and stuff. Because I was just like, you can't do that to students, like obviously, can you imagine when someone has their hand up for 5 minutes? Already someone has low-key alerted the teacher that someone's hand is up, and then you got on your way to div me in front of the whole class. Is that a damn joke or what? So yeah, that happened. And then it was just a thing of like, she apologized. She was like, okay, I see where you're coming from. And I was just like, dude, I don't have a problem with you not liking me. You not liking me is not a... And I was just like, dude, I don't have a problem with you not liking me, because basically you not liking me is none of my problem. Like, it's not my business. It's none of my business at all. It's not my problem at all either. So yeah, that was that. I have so many stories. And then in grade 9 still, and even this story that I'm telling you guys now happened in grade 9. Basically everything happened in grade 9. I think I just started spiraling. I may have been insane. I'm starting to believe so. So now there was that. And then same grade 9 class, this lady, our teacher, and I loved her so much. Like, that was my favorite teacher ever. She knew that the whole school didn't like me. She understood, and all of that. Okay, not the whole school, I'm being dramatic. She understood me and all of that. Like, when you meet someone who you finally feel like, okay, this teacher like gets me. Like, she's basically about me. It's like meeting someone who's about you basically, but like in the form of a teacher. And I genuinely believe that this lady was about me. So now we're in class this one time. So she's reading and people are complaining. So I'm defending her, I'm just like, no guys, don't do that. She's still reading. I'm not even like talking shit like the rest of the class. At the end of that period, I got a demerit. So now you need to understand one thing about me now. And this is what I was gonna say to you guys in the beginning of this particular story. In as much as like I'm very out there and all of that, I pride myself in not getting into trouble. Like, I pride myself in like sticking to the rules, like just being that girl who's never in trouble for anything really. So that one time I got a demerit. That was the first, I think, demerit that I've ever received in my whole schooling career. So now you need to understand that at that point now, you're fighting with me. Like, now we're on. Let's go. So now I go to her. I'm just like, but why? I'm not even confronting her. I'm just asking her, like, ma'am, I saw, at that time we called our teachers miss. I don't know why my teacher and miss. So Gamut, I'm just like, ma'am, like, why did you give me this? And like I'm saying, I'm not even being confrontational or anything. I'm trying to explain to her that throughout the whole class, like, I was basically defending her. Like, I wasn't even trying to be problematic or anything like that. So she sees that as confrontation, and she gets mad. So I'm like, oh, you're getting mad? Okay. I opened that demerit book now. I took a ruler because I'm so kind. I took a ruler. I put that ruler under that thing. I cancelled my demerit. I said, from that book. Because firstly, I'm basically saying to you that, like, dude, I've got you. Like, you don't need to worry about people being weird to you in class because I've got you. And then you go and give me a demerit. 10 demerits on top of that. At least give me 1. 10. You guys, that lady Nang Herdy, like, she wanted me dead. She really wanted me dead. Like, she wanted my heart to stop that day. Because how do you do something like that to someone? And it was weird because everyone was just telling her that, no, dude, like, this hand wasn't even talking shit. Like, she was just basically trying to protect you the whole time, like telling people to keep quiet, telling people to chill, and all of that. And then you go give me a demerit. I said, oh no, honey, that is not gonna fly. Why does the side have so much sitting powder? No, it's just like, that is not gonna slide because it's not gonna work on this side of town, because that is not how we work. That is not how we rock and roll. But anyway, that was that. Like, I wasn't even mad at her for that long, you know. But I think at that point in time, like, I was just hurt because I was just like, dude, you and I are in this. Guys, that lady was, I loved her so much to the point where even during break, if she was in the library, I would go sit with her. Imagine sitting with your teacher during break time. I was such a loser. But imagine me liking you to that point where I'm just like, nah, I don't want to hang out with my friends today. I want to hang out with you. And you go give me a demerit so I can go to detention. A joke. Not on my watch. Okay. Anyway, that's what happened, you know. Like, that's basically what happened. Like, it all is forgiven now. Everything is in the past. But it's just like there was no need for like that whole situation, especially because I'm such a cool girl, dude. Like, I don't fight nobody. What am I doing with this thing? I don't fight anyone unless you fight with me. That's the only time I want to come for you. Kombana! Okay, anyway, I need to rush now. Because I'm getting late. It's getting late. Why you trying to be here? Ready? This is the nice part about having cheeks, I guess. Blend, blend, blend. All right. Highlight. Okay, go. I'm not even gonna put on lashes because there's no time. I'm late. This is the best mascara ever. I don't even know what it is, and I think it's Maybelline. It's Maybelline. I truly believe so. Did I say this stuff is foundation or mascara? I hope I said mascara.